Okay, so hi guys, and welcome back to another Sport This Week video. And in today's video, we got baseball, tennis, football, cricket, F1, and UFC news. If you are new around here though, and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do indeed like the video, and let's get straight into it. So starting off this week, I'm gonna start off with the football news, where starting off this week, Brian has signed for West Brom. Portugal won 3-0 versus Azerbaijan. Netherlands won 6-1 versus Turkey. Norway won 5-1 versus Gibraltar. France won 2-0 versus Finland. Denmark won 5-0 versus Israel. Croatia won 3-0 versus Slovenia. Brazil won 2-0 versus Peru. Uruguay won 1-0 versus Ecuador. Argentina won 3-0 versus Bolivia. Colombia won 3-1 versus Chile. Poland drew 1-1 versus England. Italy won 5-0 versus Lithuania. Germany won 4-0 versus Iceland. Spain won 2-0 versus Kosovo. Belgium won 1-0 versus Belarus, and that is all the international news. Moving on, Antonio got player of the month, Nuno got manager of the month, and Ings got goal of the month, so congratulations to all of them. Crystal Palace won 3-0 versus Spurs. Dortmund won 4-3 versus Leverkusen. Man U won 4-1 versus Newcastle, where Ronaldo got 2 goals on his debut, so congratulations to him. It just shows how good he really is. Man City won 1-0 versus Leicester. Arsenal won 1-0 versus Norwich. Southampton drew 0-0 versus West Ham. Brighton won 1-0 versus Brentford. Wolves won 2-0 versus Watford. Napoli won 2-1 versus Juventus. Bayern won 4-1 versus Leipzig. Chelsea won 3-0 versus Villa. Inter drew 2-2 versus Sampdoria. Liverpool won 3-0 versus Leeds. And AC Milan won 2-0 versus Lazio. And yeah, that is all the football news. Moving on now to the baseball news, where Giants won 6-4 versus Dodgers. Yankees lost 8-0 versus Blue Jays. Giants won 10-5 versus Rockies. Dodgers won 5-1 versus Cardinals. Yankees lost 5-1 versus Blue Jays. Dodgers won 7-2 versus Cardinals. Giants won 12-3 versus Rockies. Giants won 7-4 versus Rockies. Yankees lost 6-3 versus Blue Jays. Dodgers lost 5-4 versus Cardinals. Dodgers lost 2-1 versus Cardinals. Yankees lost 6-4 versus Blue Jays. Giants won 6-1 versus Cubs. Yankees lost 10-3 versus Mets. Dodgers won 3-0 versus Padres. Giants won 15-4 versus Cubs. Yankees won 8-7 versus Mets. Dodgers won 5-4 versus Padres. Dodgers won 8-0 versus Padres. And Giants won 6-5 versus Cubs. And yeah, that is all the baseball news. Quick fire baseball news. Moving on now, though, I'm going to go to the tennis news, where it's still the US Open, one of the biggest tournaments. And yeah, starting off this week, Zverev won 3-0 versus Sinner. Djokovic won 3-0 versus Brooksby. Medvedev won 3-1 versus Van der Zandschulp. Sabalenka won 2-0 versus Kryachkova. Zverev won 3-0 versus Harris. Djokovic won 3-1 versus Berrettini. Sabalenka lost 2-1 versus Fernandez. Medvedev won 3-0 versus Olga Aliassime. Djokovic won 3-2 versus Zverev. Raducanu won 2-0 versus Fernandez, meaning she won the US Open, and that is a big achievement for a British tennis. And yeah, I mean, one of the youngest, I believe, winners maybe ever. But yeah, fair play to him, to her, I mean, and yeah, definitely one to look out for in the future. Also, Medvedev won 3-0 versus Djokovic to win the men's US Open. So yeah, fair play to Medvedev as well, beating a big time player like Djokovic, and 3-0 as well, pretty convincing. But yeah, that is all the tennis news now. Moving on to the cricket news, where the fifth test between England and India got cancelled because of fears of COVID cases, meaning the series ended 2-2. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame really, but obviously health is more important than that. So you know, it'll be interesting to see what happens with England next test. Moving on now though to the boxing news, where Lej Araga won via majority decision versus Charata. So fair play to him. He's I think 33-2 now or something like that. Belfort won via first round TKO versus Holyfield. Basically this week there was 3 big fights against fighters who aren't normally fighters, like fighters who are either retired fighters or UFC fighters. So that's a bit random, but you know, there was a card of that, and it's kind of interesting, but it's not actually for any titles or anything. Hay won via unanimous decision versus Fournier, and Silva won via KO in round 1 versus Ulrich But yeah, that is all the boxing news. Bit random, but yeah, that's all of it. Moving on to the final sport, which is F1 news, where this week Bottas will join Alfa Romeo for next season. Gasly and Suonda are confirmed to be AlphaTauri drivers for next season. Russell will join Mercedes for next season, and that is massive for Russell. Two English drivers racing together. He has had a very good season so far, and will be interesting to see what he can do in a big Mercedes car. Albon will return to F1 and join Williams for next season. I do really like Alex Albon and hope him well at Williams next season. Kubica will stand in for Raikkonen at Monza, as Raikkonen, I believe, is ill or injured or something. And yeah, it was the Italian Grand Prix this week, and on pole was Bottas. Verstappen started second, and Ricciardo started third. And both Hamilton and Verstappen crashed and did not finish the race, so that is huge, as they are the both two biggest racers, and seeing both crash into each other is definitely a big thing to happen. But the way that it happened, I felt very bad for Hamilton, as things could have gone horribly wrong. And later on, I will say what happened to Verstappen. Ricciardo won, Norris came second, and Bottas came third. So fair play to all of them. Ricciardo's, I believe, first win this season, and Norris back on podium. But yeah, also Verstappen did get a 3-place grid drop for next race because of the crash, as it kind of did seem to be more Verstappen's fault, as his car did go over Hamilton's, and it was a very dangerous manoeuvre. There is a photo of Hamilton with his head kind of getting squashed in by by Verstappen's tyre, and that is something you really don't want to see, as that can really cause some damage. But luckily they are both safe. But yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you are new around here though and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you did like the video, and thanks for watching.